Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest offense will have the first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
They boot it away on fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Might be changing the route. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Finding open areas. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. There's the pressure. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Oh, what a move to get room. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Clemson! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Swings it out to the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They're going back to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Gives it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's DeLuca. At the 45 on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man on the right.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had to slant throw right in behind it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MT if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Vick. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. They'll go to the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to run it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The offense lining up for a first down play. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, better look out. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Catch in the middle. It's DeLuca. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Demon Deacons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Vick. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hernandez. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Underwood. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing. Scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Singletary. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Mays. There he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here's the pressure. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
Taking it the other way. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man,
and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Underwood. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got it in the middle. It's more. That will be enough to move the chain. A first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7th.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
To the air, it's Underwood. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Pittsburgh proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Panthers team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He makes the catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Caught in the backfield, it's DeLuca. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hernandez. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, wait! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out of the backfield, he's open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good...
winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches.